JJ Sports Tour. Once again, your host, Jose Juan. We have here our co-host, Mr. Robocop. And we're live here from South Carolina in Whitewood Studios. Man, what a crazy weekend for football for all you fanatics. We had everything, overtime thrillers, players that changed, were playing for different teams, and they wanted some revenge. Now, I really want to start with Thursday Night Football, where we got the Los Angeles Rams against the Buffalo Bills. Rams were the defending champions, and everybody actually thought they were going to win. But Buffalo Mafia came to the stadium, had great presence. The quarterback, Josh Allen, did an excellent job. 4 touchdowns. Although he did have 2 interceptions, Buffalo Bills played flawlessly. Now, Cooper Kupp did his thing, although Matthew Stafford and the offense looked a little bit bleh. I don't know. They have to go back to the drawing board and see what they can come up with. Now, I'm not counting them out, but they have a lot of work to do. And for all you Buffalo maniacs, you guys are Super Bowl contenders. It's a great job for you. Now, I'm going to go to Sunday games. Now, Sunday games, they had a lot of games. I'm going to start with the Dolphins and the Patriots. Great game. It was at Miami. Hot weather. It was probably forecast in the 110 degrees. It was very, very hot. We had Tyreek Hill playing for the first time with the Miami Dolphins, alongside with Tua and Waddle. Offense came to life. It looks really good for you Dolphin fans. Also, the defense, they actually got a pick 6 as well. Now, for Patriot fans, it didn't look good. Mac Jones was struggling. Although, let's be honest, it's Bill Belichick. He'll come up with something. But congratulations to Miami. Very well played in a division rival game. You guys came out on top. Now, Baltimore and the New York Jets. Now, let's keep in mind that New York, it was September 11. 2001 were the Twin Towers. So they were playing with a lot of in their mind for the Jets, although the Baltimore Ravens were just too much of a football team, let's be honest. Too much Lamar Jackson, great play by the Baltimore Ravens. That was a very easy game, 24-9. 3 touchdowns for Mr. Jackson, only 1 interception. Not much the Jets could do, only 1 touchdown in garbage time. Well, let's see what happens next week. Now, on to the next game. Next game, Indiana and Houston. That was a crazy game. Now, that's our first game that tied. 20-20. Now, keep in mind, there was a missed field goal by Rodrigo Blankenship that if were made, the Colts would have won that game. But you have to give it credit for the Colts coming back. Matty Ice came back in the 4th quarter, did a couple of great plays. I have to give it to the Colts for coming back, but you should not tie to the Houston Texans. Although we have to give credit to the Texans. They hung in tough. They played that overtime particularly well, although Mills got sacked a few times, but they were able to get the tie against a very strong Indiana Colts defense. So, congratulations to the Houston Texans. Now, another game that caught my attention was the 49ers and the Bears. Now, 49ers and the Bears it was a Soldier Field. It was a really rainy day, cold as well. The Bears offense was non-existent in the first half. 49ers came with a game plan. They were running the football. They had a touchdown by Deebo Samuel at the beginning, but then second quarter was a whole different story. Justin Fields with his 2 touchdowns, were able to make the comeback, and they got an awesome win, score of 19-10. One last thing about that game, Trey Lance, under 50 in completion rate. He's having a hard time. He needs to adjust. Let's see what happens. I still have faith in Trey Lance and San Francisco's offense. They'll get it together next week. Philadelphia and Lions. Now, let's keep in mind the Lions were in this year's HBO Hard Knocks, and everybody was pumped about the Lions. End result 38-35 for the Philadelphia Eagles. They came out on top. Lions never quit, although they did trail mostly all game. Couple of things for the Lions that I saw. DeAndre Swift is a stud. Really great running back. And TJ Hawkinson, the tight end. There's a lot of pieces for the Lions. You just got to work on that defense. The defense was almost non-existent. Now, as far as Eagles fans, Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, and Mr. A.J. Brown. Now, Mr. A.J. Brown had 155 yards after signing that mega deal. Congratulations. That was a very good game, and you guys came out on top. And I'm actually happy for A.J. Brown. He deserves it. I do not know why the Titans did not give that man his money. Now, on to the Titans and the Giants. Wow, what a game. Giants came out on top 21-20. Saquon Barkley came to life, 164 yards and 1 touchdown. And you got to give it to my main man, Mr. Brian DeVos, head coach for the Giants, going gutsy with his feelings on that 2-point conversion for the lead. Great play call. Although the Titans did have a chance to win the game by a field goal, although they missed, but very tough loss for the Titans in that crowded AFC league. Congratulations, Giants. Finally, you have something very good, and I hope Saquon continues to be healthy, because the guy is a stud and he has been injury plagued last 2 years. I'm very happy for him. Now, guys, let's talk about Mr. Baker Mayfield with his Panthers versus his old team, the Cleveland Browns. That was a really intense game. 26-24, Browns won on a field goal on the last drive by Jacoby Brissett. K. York with the game-winning field goal. Although Panthers were losing most of the game, they actually came back and got ahead with a field goal of their own. But just too much Browns. Kareem Hunt, 2 touchdowns. That running game is insane. We have Chubbs, we have Kareem Hunt, and then we don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson when he comes back from his suspension. We'll talk about that later on. You know, he has a lot of issues right now. But the Browns got a very good win on the road. Sorry, Baker Mayfield, you did not get that redemption. Sorry, pal. Now, on to another great game. This one was by probably one of my favorite ones. The Chargers, division rivals, against the Las Vegas Raiders. Man, what a game. Chargers 24-19. Herbert with 3 touchdowns. Davante Adams with his new team, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. The difference was the quarterbacks. The Justin Herbert was amazing. He played really flawless football. No mistakes, no turnovers. Now, on the other hand, Derek Carr did have, I believe it was 3 interceptions. that was basically the difference. Very well played for the Chargers. Keenan Allen was pulled out of the game with a hamstring. You have to see what's the status for next week. But that conference, to me, it's the toughest. The AFC West is just loaded. Now, on to Devonta's old team, the Packers. Wow, the Packers, the Green Bay Packers against division rival, the Vikings. I don't know what happened to Mr. Aaron Rodgers. I believe he's still in Costa Rica in vacation. He did not come out to play. But hey, we know that last year, first week, same thing happened versus the Saints. He got blown out 38-3. Same thing, and they bounced back, won the division, got home field advantage, but now they don't have Devontae Adams, although Alan Lazard did not play. We will see what will happen with the Packers, but kudos to the Minnesota Vikings for bringing it on. My main man, Justin Jefferson. Wow, what a stud. What did he do? 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just insane play. Kirk Cousins as well. They play very, very well. They have a really, really bright future in Minnesota down there. Congratulations, guys. Also, to another game that was just a blowout from the beginning. The Chiefs, we were talking about previously, the AFC West consists of the Raiders, Broncos, Chargers, and now the Chiefs. The Chiefs put a whooping 44 points against Arizona. Arizona 21. Mahomes, almost perfect. 5 touchdowns. And not only that, but the offense was very well distributed. My main man, Kelsey, got the first touchdown. After that, everybody was just eating. And it was a blowout. But we have to keep into consideration Arizona still does not have, they're missing pieces. DeAndre Hopkins was suspended. They're missing some pieces on defense as well. We'll see when they get their guys back what's gonna happen with them. But that game was basically the blowout of the week. And last but not least, we have to go with the Tampa Bay and Dallas Sunday Night Football. How about them boys? Wow. It was just a disaster for the boys. 3 points. Buccaneers, 19 points. Led by 1 touchdown for Mr. Mike Evans. Tom Brady did his thing. Micah Parsons got a couple of sacks as well. The Cowboys defense is good. Now, after the game, we learned Jerry Jones said that Dak Prescott is going to be missing a few weeks, 6 to 8 weeks with a thumb injury. He's going to have surgery on Monday. But it's going to be tough for Cowboys Nation. Only 3 points, and you're going to be without Dak a couple of weeks. Let's see what happens there. Although the defense was pretty well. They kept the game close. They tied everything. And the reality is Micah Parsons will one day be Defensive Player of the Year. Mark my words on that one, guys. He's just a complete stud on defense. He's a game changer. Now, I actually did forget about the New Orleans and Atlanta, which was an insane game. 27 New Orleans, 26 Atlanta. Atlanta choked the fourth quarter. Again, we've seen it time and time and time again. Have to give credit to Jameis Winston. He put on a show on the fourth quarter. And welcome back, Michael Thomas. Number 13 for you. 2 touchdowns as well. Glad you're back. You've been hurt. A lot of things going on. Got to give props to you. Now, thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. major shout outs and props to White Wolf Studios for making all of this happen. We hope to see you soon, and we will be adding more content in the next few weeks. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Hasta la vista, baby. Adios. Jose Juan and RoboCop out. Bye-bye.